right now it's just hell, going through a teenage phase, like an emo phase. Oh! Hello everyone, today we're going to be testing the recurrent neural network library that we've built from scratch. We've built forward pass, we built back prop. Everything seems to be working. There's a small issue where even though everything is working, it works for one time step, but then when I try to advance it to the next time step, it then errors out. If it trains one time, it should be able to train a second time and a third time and things like that. But that's what today's stream will be dedicated towards fixing. Let's go back and let's check our weight update function, because yesterday there was another issue where the numbers that I got from my new weight in code, they're a little different from what I'm getting in Excel. Don't understand why they're different. So what I need to do today is I also need to kind of just try to see why it is. All the digits pretty much match up or in a line, but in my code there's either an extra 0 or an extra 9 somewhere that I can't figure out. I do think that it might have to do with the learning rate though, because here, and this was like a thought I had while trying to sleep last night, but here I think it's 0.01, and I would not be surprised. There we go. That's what the problem is. Okay, so that's one bug we just fixed. So I multiply the learning rate by the deltas, and then I add it to the old set of weights. And so because the learning rate here is different from the learning rate in my code, that's what that issue was. Simple fix. I don't think the other fix will be as simple, but we'll see. Let's stay positive. So far, one fix is taking me 2 minutes. Let's see how long the other fix will take me. Okay, let me close it. Now that that's fixed, actually what I should do is just compare the two numbers. Again, I just want to confirm with absolute certainty that everything works. Okay, perfect. That works. Now the next one that I don't understand, makes no sense to me, is we're able to do one instance of back prop, but then as soon as we try to do a second instance of back prop, the whole thing just kind of bugs out. Not only does it bug out, but it seems as if it just does not get input. Makes even less sense to me. So I know exactly what's going on. So what I need to do actually is every single time we simulate a forward pass, I need to reset our hidden layer and I need to reset our output layer outputs. These are the two variables that are causing all the issues. Now if we do, now if we start advancing time, it's training. We figured out two problems. We figured out why the numbers aren't matching up. Two, the second problem we figured out was why the network would go through one forward pass instance, but it wouldn't go through a second forward pass instance. Now what I want to do is I actually want to go ahead and clean up not necessarily the code base, but just clean up the console here, get rid of all of these print commands, so that will speed up our code, train it for about 2,000 instances. And then also add the final network's outputs here, so we can actually see what it's outputting. It's like 2,000 epochs. So it's training, and you can see the error decreasing. So 9, 8, 7. Well, let's let it train for let's let it complete training for the 2,000 epochs. Doesn't necessarily look convincing, if I'm being honest. This just hasn't learned anything. In the first time step here, the highest value is L, so it's printing out L in the first time step. So now it has HL, and then the second time step is printing out another L, and the third time step is printing out so it's basically just printing out all L's. It's not actually trying to spell the word hello. So this is what it's supposed to be printing out, and this is what it's actually printing out. Yeah, this one's not learning anything. Oh, actually, it kind of is, because this number is decreasing and this number is increasing. Let me see if I can speed it up and then do maybe 10,000 epochs. And so for the first time step, it's learned to output an E. So E is the highest value up there. The second time step, it's learned to output an L. That's nice. So L is the second highest value there. The third time step, it's also learned to output an L. L is the the highest value there. The last time step is what it's still learning how to output the O. But it kind of works. So what this is telling me is, if we up it up to, let's say, 20,000, then it will learn. I mean, it is ever so slightly increasing, or the output for O is slightly increasing, while the output for L is decreasing. I guess it works. I just have to train it for long. Let's do like 50,000. Okay, so now let's watch how the network trains. We don't get to see the weights anymore, but oh, there's an E. So right now it's just hell, going through a teenage phase, like an emo phase. Oh, there we go. Hello. Oh, that's beautiful. The RNN that we built from scratch works beautifully. It does take it some time to train, so I think this one did it in about like 15,000 epochs, but essentially it's learned to output the word hello. Now that this works, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to build an updated version of an RNN called an LSTM. The LSTM actually has a dedicated memory built into it, whereas an RNN doesn't have memory. And so in a game like or at least 3D tic-tac-toe, you'd want the neural network to be able to, remember moves from many time steps ago. And then once we have that LSTM working, then we're gonna have to try to plug that back into our 3D tic-tac-toe game. I'm so happy that this works. It outputs hello exactly how I'd like it. Whew. Man, I just want to train this thing one more time. Hello, hello. I guess it's better like this, because this way I don't see the weights, because otherwise my eyes would be on the weight. So I'm just like fixated and just waiting for those outputs to change. There's an E and there's an O. Oh man, this is so much fun.